Hello and welcome to another gold update. I wanted to take a moment to take a look at the gold chart on a larger time frame, just so it's clear where we are likely heading and what the relevant parameters are on larger time frames. So the gold chart has been in quite a nice uptrend since the 2015 low. Well, we didn't really cover it back then. I think we started to cover it sort of in 2022. And since then, the market has really been in a nice uptrend. And it lately increased in upside momentum, which is not a surprise in a third wave rally. My interpretation is that we are in the late stages of this 5-wave pattern from the 2022 low. And my interpretation is also that this is not only a 5-wave move up from the 2022 low, which should complete that move, but also a 5-wave move up from the 2015 low, which is a much larger pattern. And actually, a much larger 5-wave move that started way before, way before. Okay, so I think there is a real chance that this is going to lead to a major top. Well, we haven't topped yet, and I've mentioned in previous updates that fifth waves can often extend way beyond what we think, especially in the gold market. So that this fifth wave seems to be extended slightly, actually not massively. The targets calculated at the moment point towards 3,628, maybe even to 5,099. Now that's a huge range, but that's based on the larger degree. Once we have this internal fourth wave completed, because we're now likely in circle wave 5, which again is a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I have a low in place in wave 4, I can calculate the target for wave 5 better. But the main takeaway is that my assumption is that we have only reached 3 waves in this move up from the 2022 low. So it's not a completed 5-wave move yet. It should become one. So that means I'm still looking for higher before a long-term top forms. But we could be in a correction right now. That's the idea. That first of all, my reasoning is I cannot count really 5 waves up yet from that 2022 low. I could do if I really wanted to, but there is no wave 4 that matches the wave 2 in duration. And we need something that, at least in terms of proportions, looks right. We haven't got that at this point. So my idea is currently that this is the wave 4 that's unfolding, and potentially we already formed the low in wave A. B might have topped. We're now in a wave C. So this is what I'm tracking. Potentially the wave 4 already bottomed. That is not my preference. It would likely be a lower degree wave 4 than if that really happened, and if we break out to the upside. But for now, the idea is, and I'm not going to talk about the microstructures here, but at the moment the idea is we have an A wave done. Maybe the B wave topped. This, again, I don't want to talk too much about the microstructures. This is more to give you an overview of the context and everything. My idea is that this wave 4 isn't over. Now, there are standard Fibonacci levels that we can track here: 2,329, 2,518, 2,723, 3,000, based on the latest high. Now, I would not expect necessarily a wave 4 that goes down that much. I'm just showing standard Fibonacci levels here. It would be ideal somewhere in this area here. That would also be right in terms of proportions. The wave 2 took 6 months. 6 months, yeah. So the wave 4 could also take some time. It doesn't need to be half a year, but it could take some time. The correction started in April, yeah. So it's already running. It's been running for a month. So we might go a little larger. What could happen, for example, is this B wave extends a bit, but that's all normal in corrections, right? So I would expect this to carry on maybe another 2 months or so. But as I said, if we see a decisive break above the April high, then we'll likely in another extension of this third wave, okay? But for now, my idea that we have been in a correction, that's been my idea. It's been running now for a month. So far, this assessment has been correct. We just haven't really reached any meaningful Fibonacci levels. So once we really have a confirmed B wave top, we can calculate a target for wave C. But as I said, at the moment, if we get into this area, I would pay close attention to this area between $3,000 and 2,723. There are, of course, some structural support levels here, like 2,830 and 2,955. But the overall idea is that this correction is likely still unfolding. We can calculate targets more precisely once we actually get into this region. Yeah, that's the update on gold. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.